make any sense. Let's turn to Senator Ted Cruz, member of the Judiciary Committee. So, Senator, I mean, you don't like to see your fellow Americans without power in the summertime, but we kind of know what the solution is, do we not?
You know, it's not complicated. It's an all-of-the-above energy policy. It's a policy that lets people heat their homes and cool their homes and drive their cars and get to work and take care of their kids. And I got to say that opening monologue you just did, it really did illustrate the modern Democratic Party, which is of the rich, by the rich, and for the rich. Today's Democrat Party is all about California environmentalist billionaires. I love that Gavin Newsom was wearing his fleece, obviously in cool air conditioning, saying, let them eat cake, let them sweat, you don't get air conditioning. It's like John Kerry, who flies his private jet all over the planet lecturing people that you poor, gritty working class with dirt under your fingernails, you need to go without an automobile. You need to turn your air conditioner off. In fact, you need to just stay home and eat worms. It is truly a contempt for working class men and women, and that's led to the flip, which is today's Republican Party is the party of truck drivers and steel workers and waiters and waitresses and cops and firefighters. And I think that's the most significant political shift we've seen in decades.
It is significant. It kind of reminds me of when Newsom shut all the public schools down during COVID and then sent his kids to in-classroom learning at private school. So you got into it with Jean-Pierre, the press secretary that reads a binder for a living. You invited her down to the border, very respectfully and politely, to see what's actually happening. And here is her response. Let's listen.
I certainly don't need lectures or invitations from Republicans about the border or border policies. And, and I certainly won't take advice on border from anyone who voted against securing record level of funding for the Department of Homeland Security.
Did you think that was a little rude, Senator?
Oh, look, what it is fundamentally dishonest. And Jesse, listen, we're used to political flags spinning. Both sides do that. Democrat press flags do it. Republican press flags do it. What we're not used to, what is unusual, is to see a White House press secretary that will stand there and just flat out lie. She was asked about people walking across the border, and she said, nobody's doing it. That's not happening. Nobody is walking illegally across the border. And that's not just a little bit wrong. It is wildly, completely 180 degrees false. In the last year and a half, 4.5 million illegal immigrants have walked or swum or been on a raft across the border. All of that is because of Joe Biden's open border policy. And so she's just flat out living in an alternate reality. So I invited her, come to the border. She said, I'm not going to be lectured by a Republican senator, what you just played right there. And then I came back and said, I'll tell you what, come to the Rio Grande Valley, spend 1 hour, 60 minutes. Come out with me and the Border Patrol Union on midnight patrol. I guarantee you, in 60 minutes, we will encounter multiple groups of illegal aliens coming across, dozens, if not hundreds. And here's what I said the stakes would be. Let's invite the entire Washington press corps. If we go out for an hour and we don't encounter anyone, I'll stand in front of the press corps and say, I was wrong. But let me tell you, Jesse, that ain't going to happen, because we're going to encounter dozens or even hundreds of people. And so I've asked the simple question, does Karine Jean-Pierre, does she have the integrity, does she have the courage when she sees dozens and hundreds of illegal aliens in any 1 hour to say, I lied to you? And if she doesn't, why is Joe Biden paying her to lie to the American people? And why are the docile sheep in the press room, why is every one of them not writing on the front page of the paper, pants on fire? If they're not, they're complicit in lying to the American people.
She's getting paid to lie, and in my opinion, she's still underpaid. Thank you very much, Senator. I appreciate it.